What is the hardest map in Black Ops 1 Zombies? Most people would either say 5 or Shangri-La, and in my opinion, I think Shangri-La is the hardest. This is kind of because in Shangri-La it's much more tight and constrictive, but on 5 you have the second level where there's plenty of space to train in. But then again, you have the trash Winter's Howl on 5, but in Shangri-La you have the crazy good baby gun. This is why I think it takes longer to get high rounds on 5, because you have to use traps and things like that to actually kill the zombies on later rounds, but I think Shangri-La is still overall harder. Because this is the hardest map in Black Ops 1, I wanted to see if I could get round 50 on it. But before I tried my hardest to actually complete the challenge, I wanted to at least refamiliarize myself with the map and also try to find a good strategy too. So I just did a quick practice run to see how far I could get. And it honestly went a lot better than I expected. I started off by getting really good box luck and got the weapons like the Commando and the Galil instantly. Even though that's not really what I need, that kind of carried me through the early rounds. For literally the first like 12 rounds probably, I just spam hit the box until I got the baby gun, because even though I was getting good guns like the RPK, I still just wasn't getting the baby gun and the monkeys, which I would need. But when I wasn't even really trying to get the wonder weapon and I just hit the box for fun one time during a fire sale, then it decided to give it to me. Basically right after I got it, I got cornered and the game literally scanned me because I got out of the horde with a red screen, and then I shot the baby gun into the horde and the zombies just didn't even care about it. They were still fully grown. And because I died at the beginning of the round, I basically had to play through the rest of round only 13 with no perks. And I got very close to dying right here, because even though all those zombies are babies, they're still hitting me so much. But I managed to just save one zombie and then go rebuy all my perks safely. I experimented with this strategy where I kind of ran up and down these little lanes next to the Juggernog machine, and it worked alright, I guess. But I ended up taking a lot of stupid downs because of things like this right here, where I'm trying to switch to the baby gun but I just can't, and the ray gun stayed in my hand, causing me to take splash damage when I shot the zombie, and I went down. After I recovered from that death and got all my perks back, some random napalm zombie just appeared right there, exploded on me, and then this zombie jumped out the window and it was just over for me. He slowly hit me. Just like that, all my quick revives were used on round 20, and I once again had to rebuy all my perks with little to no points. As you could imagine, for me being in this terrible scenario, I finally got enough points to go buy Jug mid-round, but when I tried to actually run up to the machine and buy it, there was just so many zombies, and I died. Clearly, if I can't even make it past round 20 without going down 4 times, then I need to change something up. Or I'm just terrible, I don't know. So what I did is I went to YouTube and I searched up the best strategies for this map, because clearly I wasn't going to figure out a good one by myself, and I watched this video by It's Zill. To simply explain the strategy, what you have to do is leave this door right next to the spike mines closed. Then you want to sit in this room with the Semtex grenades until the zombies start making their way inside, and then you want to slowly move into this room with the AK-74U. Just train all these zombies up in kind of a U formation, and then you should be able to throw a Semtex and shoot the baby gun right as it explodes to kill all the zombies. After that, just run back into the room with the Semtex grenades and repeat that until the round is over. Now, this strategy seemed pretty simple and didn't look too hard, so I decided to give it a shot. I went straight back into another game and just played how you would literally any other zombies map, just opening up doors and hitting the box for the wonder weapon. I was off to a great start with more than 7,000 points to just do whatever I wanted with. The only thing that wasn't going good for me though is that this game my box luck was so much worse, and I did not get the baby gun for a long time, but what I did get was monkeys, and that was pretty useful. I didn't even plan to get these monkeys, but you'll see later on that they would end up completely saving the game multiple times. I also eventually got the ray gun, which is pretty good for this strategy because it's one of the best guns for dealing with the baby zombies. But after spending a ton of money on the box, I finally got what I was looking for, which is the baby gun. Also, while I was hitting the box, I went ahead and bought all my perks, which is Quick Revive, Juggernog, Stamina Up, and PhD. Pretty much every single one of these perks is essential for the strategy because, I mean, obviously Quick Revive and Juggernog, you need those. Stamina Up is useful in getting you out of those tight scenarios where you might not make it through a gap of zombies in time or whatever. And PhD is necessary for using the ray gun and also the Semtex grenades when there's baby zombies. Round 12 is when I first attempted doing the strategy, and I didn't really have it down at first. I think the main problem was that I had to stay closer to the zombies and give them more time to spawn in, and also loop into that fountain right there so that the zombies pathing would be able to chase me more tightly. That way these zombies still wouldn't be making their way through these doors right here, and also if they were more tightly packed together, then some of them wouldn't still be grown like this when I shot the baby gun. It didn't take me very long to start understanding the strategy better, and it's really just all about when you should move quick and when you should kind of walk with the zombies slowly. On round 14, after I killed this big horde, I got a max ammo and some random monkey just came and snatched it from me, and I didn't really know what to do because it's mid-round, so I can't really just chase the monkey down. And that was probably one of the biggest issues through this whole game, is that sometimes the monkeys just wouldn't come for the power-up so that I wouldn't have a chance to get the max ammo. And when they did, it was either too many zombies so I couldn't really chase them down, or they already ran off with the drop so far that I couldn't catch them. But every once in a while, I would get lucky enough to have some random monkey come and switch my drop to a max ammo at the end of the round or when I was safe. But this physically could not happen on the higher rounds, because if you don't know how power-ups work, I think it's 4 that you get per round, and when you're on the higher rounds, you're just going to get all those 4 drops, and there's still going to be a ton of zombies left in the round. So I just resorted to throwing monkey bombs whenever I saw a power-up, but most of the time the monkeys wouldn't even come for the drop anyway, and it was just a waste. I continued doing this strategy normally other than looking at this random zombie, but that's when the biggest bane of my existence ever spawned in, which is the napalm zombie. I had absolutely no idea how to deal with this guy and just tried to ray gun him at first, but I realized that's not going to work because there's just so many zombies flooding into the room. And also the napalm zombie is actually quite strong, so I kind of just walked out the tunnel the first time he spawned in and just slowly killed him with the ray gun. Not really sure how I didn't die right here, but this made me realize that I need a plan for when the napalm zombie spawns in. The Shrieker zombie isn't really that big of an issue because he kind of groups in with the zombies and you can kill him normally with the baby gun because he doesn't explode in flames. But the napalm zombie just walks super slow and probably will blow up on you if you just leave him unattended. Now it wasn't a perfect plan, but I figured out that you can kind of bring the zombies near him and then shrink him as well as the zombies and just kill everything all at once. His fire will still be on the ground in the middle of the room, but you should be able to just run through it and not take too much damage. I started doing really well, but one time I tried to return to the stamina up room too late and the zombies funneled me into this minecart kind of room. I kind of just fought for my life and ran in circles as I shot the baby gun whenever there were zombies in front of me, and I'm kind of surprised I made it out of here. I got the most clutch insta-kill drop ever right here, and it allowed me to just pull out my ray gun and spam the zombies. The napalm zombie even spawned with me in that room, so if I didn't get that insta-kill drop or a monkey stole it or something, I would have been mega dead. The only purpose of the monkeys is literally just to screw you over in these kind of scenarios, I swear. After that, nothing really noteworthy happened, which I guess is a good thing because, well, I was doing the strategy correctly and I never really got close to dying, but I did go ahead and pack-a-punch my baby gun because I ran out of unpacked ammo. And while I was up there, I also pack-a-punched my ray gun too because why not? But I did eventually somehow go down on round 33, and I'm not even sure how because I wasn't recording, but what I do have is the process of me getting my perks back, and it was absolutely terrifying. And this is probably one of the scenarios where I would have died if I didn't get the monkeys, because trying to go through this tight of a space to get your perks back mid-round is just not going to happen without them. Only the next round after that death, I was killing zombies in the stamina up room with insta-kill when the napalm zombie spawned exactly where I needed to go. Now I was trapped in this room with him, so I tried to spray him my ray gun, but that didn't work, so I eventually pulled out my baby gun and killed him with that. But now there was fire in front of me and there were a ton of zombies behind me, and I very well could have went down right here. But eventually I just got out the room because I remembered the fire doesn't just insta-kill you like I kept thinking it did for some reason. After that, it all went well until round 42 when I looped back into this horde and instantly regretted my decision. Before I had went down, one of the zombies I killed dropped the max ammo, so as soon as I got up, I just threw a monkey because I knew I'd be able to get it back. But that's when a map monkey came and stole the max ammo. But I had to go buy my perks anyway, so I chased the monkey down and got my max ammo back. Because I got a complete refill on all my monkeys, it wasn't that big of a problem getting all my perks back. I don't know why Treyarch was so obsessed with monkeys in Black Ops 1 because they made the monkey bomb, the monkeys in Shangri-La, and there was also monkeys on Ascension. It's kind of weird. I had a close call in round 45 where all these zombies hit me at once, and I tried to throw a monkey but actually threw a Semtex, and that would have actually killed me if I didn't have PhD. 2 rounds later when I was training up this horde, they all hit me a lot, and then there was this random zombie which made me red screen. But I just relied on this tunnel whenever I was low to just slowly walk up it and get healed. After all those close calls, I made it to round 48 and I was on my last quick revive, so I knew it was time to lock in. And just like that, I finally completed the challenge after multiple games and multiple hours. I did a last stand where I tried to stay on the bridge, and not gonna lie, I instantly died. But anyway, that is gonna be the video. If you did enjoy it, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and I will see you guys later.